Today, I'd like to share a fascinating collection of fabrics and materials that were given to me by a Japanese doll maker. The collection arrived in 2 large bags, and I had no idea what I would find inside. As I began sorting through everything, I quickly realized that these were not just bags of fabric scraps. One surprise followed another. I found tiny kimono sections, stitched and half-stitched pieces, unfinished doll costumes, and parts prepared for boys' dolls. Some fabrics were glued onto thick paper, while others had wires attached to help them hold their shapes. There were tiny pieces, large pieces, everything in between. Some were ordinary cottons, while others were traditional Japanese textiles such as chiri men, yuzen, and beautiful kinren brocades. The more I looked through the bags, the more interesting things I discovered. To be honest, it was a little overwhelming. There were so many different fabrics and materials. Where should I even begin? How should I organize everything? And could these fabrics be used in quilts? And what was I going to do about all the glue, paper, and wire? While sorting, I came across 2 more small bags filled with cords and decorative trims used for doll making. Then I found something completely unexpected, a flat doll face. I definitely wasn't expected to find out that among the fabrics. It made me wonder about the dolls that were being made and the projects that these materials once belonged to. Every handful seems to reveal another surprise. As I mentioned before, the task felt a bit overwhelming, but somehow I managed to sort everything by color. Among all the smaller pieces, there were also some large cuts of fabrics. Some were cotton, while others appeared to be different types of fabric. A few had stains, but otherwise they seems to be in good condition. So I decided to do a little experiment. First, I washed the stained fabrics to see whether the stains could be removed. At the same time, I washed some of the glued pieces as well. I was curious to find out whether water would help loosen the glue and make it easier to remove the paper backing. Sometimes when working with the reclaimed materials, there isn't a clear answer. The only way to find out is to test a few pieces and see what happens. Thankfully, the results were encouraging. The stains came out of the fabrics I washed, and with some of glue pieces, the glue softened even that I could remove the paper backing much more easily than I expected. Not every pieces behaved the same way though. For some of the remaining fabrics, I think it would be easier to remove the paper first and then continue cleaning them afterward. Now I have much better idea how to move forward. What started as 2 overwhelming bags full of unknown materials is beginning to look like a collection of fabrics with a lot of potential. There is still plenty of sorting, cleaning, and organizing ahead, but I can already see possibilities for future quilts and sewing projects. I'm grateful that these materials found their way to me, and I'm looking forward to giving them a new life in future work. Thank you for joining me as I explore this fascinating collection and take the first steps forward, transforming into such something new.